My name is Shayla Brown. I'm 22 years old, and I'm from Vibank, Saskatchewan, which is a small town with about 500 people in it. Well, I live on a farm. The school was K to 12, just super small school. Like my graduating class had about 20 kids in it. If you wanted to dance in a small town, you got 1 or 2 hours, typically a week. That was kind of your dance class. One grocery store, one bar, couple streets either way. Like you walk the entire. On Halloween, you could hit every house in town. That's kind of how it works.
Okay, so K to 12, 250 kids. Your graduating class is 20.
Yeah, and like high school kids, once you hit like grade 8 or something like that, there was 3 surrounding towns that also came to our school. So that was total. Like I think there was about 6 kids from Vibank that I graduated with. Well, when you're dancing in a small town, if you kind of want to end up going somewhere with your dancing, you have to drive into the city. So if you're in it for life and that's what you want to do and you're passionate about it, you kind of have to take that step, take your exam classes, drive in, take your classes. Also, for the towns that I teach in, I drive, anywhere from half an hour to an hour and a half to get there to teach the classes for the kids. Sometimes when the heat breaks and it's minus 20 out and you're teaching your tube and your mitts and your jacket, and then, you're teaching all these extra lessons whenever the kids need help staying late if they ask you to, because how would you say no? Driving home in that, driving through blizzards, all that stuff. If you're not passionate about it and you don't love what you do, it's not worth it at all. And that you have to be in it for life. That's what you're going to take the time outside and, do your emails and do your editing and all the extra stuff that comes with it. And you have to be committed, and I am committed, and that's why I'm in it for life. I teach 5 days a week, and it's different in each of the towns. Some of the classes are half an hour, and some of the classes are 45 minutes. In Wolseley, for example, I teach 9 classes a night, whereas in Regina Beach, I teach 5 classes. It just depends where I'm at. Saskatchewan doesn't really have auditions for anything big. I know that they've had like auditions for kids to be showcased in a ballet show that kind of travels across Canada, and they're showcased in that show in the city. But other than that, like if you want to do auditions, you kind of have to go to Vancouver, you have to go to Toronto if you want to keep doing that and doing big auditions like that. But we don't really have much here in Saskatchewan. We're kind of right in the middle, so you'd have to either go to Vancouver or you would have to go to Toronto. You'd have to move.
Talk to me a little bit, real quick, about September and coming to be a part of this process for the first time.
It was a huge change from anything that I've ever experienced. I got into the airport and Garrett says, make sure you don't make eye contact with people and make sure you keep your headphones in and you do this and you do this. And it's just so bizarre to me because when you're walking down the street, you just automatically say hi to whoever you see because that's just how it is. Or even something as simple as holding the door for people. It's just first nature to us. And the culture shock was just kind of weird for me. But the people that I met and the places that we got to go, here when you dance in the studio, you dance in competitions on the stage, that's it. Whereas when we went to New York, we got to dance in the subway, we got to dance in the streets. Like, it was just a blast and just a completely different experience for me. So it was just exciting. And
talk me through the moment when Garrett reached out to you to offer you that invitation.
When he gave me my scholarship in Lethbridge, he kind of sort of mentioned it and said, like, I'll be in touch, blah, 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 but didn't say much about it. And then when he came and he adjudicated a competition in Regina, and he stayed at the end of it, and he had a conversation with me, and me being the idiot that I am, I just started bawling, and I was like, but I don't know. It was just kind of like a big shock, but it was exciting. It's terrifying because you're used to your 500 people in Vibank and, your close-knit community of people that you know in Regina. It's not like it's a huge place. And so it was just exciting but terrifying when he was kind of explaining it all to me. It's a huge escape for me, but it's also, I have a lot of students that are excited for me and, hopeful for me. And they're like, oh my God, I can't believe you're doing this. Like, I've had a lot of kids that kind of seem inspired by it, and it excites them. And that's huge for me because I want all of my dancers to be able to go as far as they can, and I'll help them out as much as they can. And it's just this huge thing for me to be able to help these kids into seeing it. There's a girl from our studio that's coming down this summer, and she's beyond excited, like super talented kid. And it's nice that she can have that opportunity too. And for me, it's just a huge escape because I have dance here and I have teaching here, but that's just something completely different. We get to go around, we get to perform for people. When we watch those videos of us performing in the subway stations and you see the people in the back and they're all just kind of smiling and just happy, and that's all it's about. For me, it's just to excite people, and it's just a huge change for me, and I just like